Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next video. Welcome back to the channel where last time we were here, we built up a fun little medium density area and I think it went pretty well. I just continued kind of meddling around with the buildings a little bit to really get kind of the height density that I was hoping for. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. In today's video, we are going to be doing something similar. We're going to kind of look at some areas nearby and kind of do something along the same lines, and we'll also look at adding in some unique buildings as well. There's a unique feature that we've kind of added into the map around that area too, which is a bit of a historic site, and I'm going to take a stab at that today, and we'll see kind of what that turns out to be. So what's the plan for the rest of the week? Well, tomorrow, or Friday's episode, not tomorrow. Friday's episode is episode 50 of Fort Prairie. And, you know, it's always exciting when you hit a number like that. So we're going to do a traffic fix video. We've been doing a lot of transit lately on the Friday videos, such as this, the Rapid Bus Network, which I did notice that there was a lot of quirks that we need to fix still, and I just haven't had time to kind of work off camera on fixing this up, like adding in a railing to the key wall and making it that walkable key, which I need to do, and I just haven't had the time to really go about and fix that lately, but I definitely will before the next time we take another stab at this the Rapid Bus Network, because there's a few more things I want to do with the Rapid Bus Network before we say it's complete for stage 1 of our massive transit plan. So yeah, we'll do a traffic fix, we'll do a bit of bus revision tomorrow, but that's tomorrow's video. What is going to be in store for today? Well, the reason why I followed this bus all the way out here is because we're going to be working out in this area right through here. Yeah, this is an area that's been pretty empty for the whole game, so I think it's about time that we take a stab at it. So let me just check that I am recording. I am recording. Fantastic. Always good to hear. So there's a few things that I want to kind of do for this area. So this is what we ended up doing last time. I ended up getting some of these taller buildings in here. I know the shadows are a little tough with the way the map is, but yeah, I think it's pretty nice. You know, having these taller buildings on this side is going to really allow us to build a really cool park in here in one episode, and it's going to have like a really neat kind of overlook. So really happy with how that turned out. And then I made all the ones that I want to keep in this area historical. And yeah, I think it turns out really nicely. It flows really well with the height kind of disparity upwards, and I think that is looking really good. I also reset this train station because I haven't seen an inner city train come in here in a long time, so I just want to make sure that it's all working. So if you spot an inner city train at any point in this video, let me know with the timestamp, because I'm a little worried that there's no inner city trains coming in here. There are inner city trains coming in to this station, so I wonder if it's just, you know, if it's just that they don't want to come to the other station. I don't know, but let me know if you spot one at any point in the video. All right, so what's gonna happen in this quadrant here? This is the quadrant I want to kind of work on first, mainly because it's going to help frame our large park here, and I think we really need that to kind of get developed soon, because it's a pretty big hole in the city. Now, what the heck's going on here? I have established already, game, that I would like this building in here, but it keeps disappearing. So we'll see if it'll stay this time, but that's okay. So I want to get a couple historical buildings, or sorry, unique buildings in today's episode, and one of them is this one. And it is pretty massive, but I think that's the hilarity of it. And I was trying to figure out a good spot for it, and I think if we kind of inverse it here, we get it right in here, I think that could look really neat. It's massive though. But if we surround it with some smaller buildings, it could kind of show that like it's a government kind of building area, and this one's like the new one or something like that. And I think having this butt up right up against this road could make for a pretty unique feature, but it does kind of go against the height that we were kind of going for the train yards area. But this is a pretty fun building. The building serves as the headquarters of the servicing services. It offers all kinds of services. But it's not a requirement. We're not going to go for the Eden project or anything like that. So we might. But I think if we kind of just place it right in here, it could make for a cool feature. So I think we'll do that. And yeah, so we'll butt it up against this road, which we need to upgrade. And then I want to get a couple of these brick buildings in here as well to kind of show that this was like an older kind of government area or something like that. But this road needs to be upgraded. And I think there's a couple things we can do because I want to get a road off of it in. And I think right in here will make this part a bit larger. So we'll just go with like a 2-lane road, no parking. What the heck? We can allow parking. That's okay. And we'll bring it right up to here. So we're not going to connect up to this road because I want to filter everything off of the main intersections, especially being so close to our highway access. So we'll do that. And right in here, I want to upgrade this one to a bit of a larger road. So nothing fancy. I think we can probably just get away with a tree-lined road, maybe one with trees on the outside, like this one. Yeah, that's nice. Kind of blends all the trees together. And you know what? I don't think we upgraded the trees on this area when we originally placed it down. So we'll do that. We'll put the young linden trees in, which I really like to use in these situations because it kind of shows that like it's a newer road and they've only recently planted these trees. Whereas if you go with a tree like this, it kind of shows that maybe the tree's like 10 years old, maybe something like that. I'm not an arborist, don't know. We probably don't need that node in the middle, but I think we'll leave it. And then right down in here, we can leave it as a one-way road, but I don't want people parking down through here, so we can, or a one-lane road. But there is a lot of traffic flowing through here because it is quite the connection through the area. So I don't mind kind of upgrading it to a 4-lane road like this. I think that, whoa, pause the game. So we turn the zoning off here. We don't lose any of our buildings. Don't need zoning on that road either. And in turn, we could actually almost upgrade this one to an even larger road because of that. So why don't we look at doing that? So we could go with something like this. Yeah, there we go. Could even flip it around. There we go. And we make use of that node too, which is pretty great. But we're gonna need to re-upgrade this tree, and that's cool with me. All right, the trees are kind of funny the way they're lined up because of the node, but that's all good. We don't need a light here. I don't think. Well, in real life, I think we would, but we don't need it in today's video. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to put a yield sign on, and then we'll do a bit of cleaning up with the node as well because the node is a little bit messy. So we'll just try and line up these a little bit better. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, you know what? I think we'll do a tad more. So I'm just going to bring that down, pull it forward until it's about level. I think we can probably bring this one back a bit as well. Yeah, we'll call that one, we'll call that A-okay. And then right through here, I also want to get a road, and we'll go back down to this, a smaller road. I think we could even use this one, which is just, well, not the bus version of it, but we could go, holy cow, why can't I find it? Here it is, just this one. I really like this road. I think it's really neat. All right, and there we go. So with this in play, now we can bring down this road, and then we can get that servicing services building in. So I think we can probably just get away with a smaller road against it, but I feel like since the building is large, we should go with a larger road. So why don't we actually just continue this out to here? Why not? And it has a nice turnaround portion at the end there. So I'm not too worried or anything like that about cars not being able to get, make that turn. But yeah, let's get that building in. Where is it? Here it is. Ah, we're too far. That was my worry. I didn't plan that part out as well, I guess. So yeah, I definitely want that connection though. So why don't we place this building down, and we'll move it into position with move it, hence the name, and then we'll draw a road to where we require it. So we'll bring it right down to here, and I really like the retaining wall feature of this building. You can also place it like right up against the highway as well, but we're definitely going to use the road as the guiding marker for us, not the highway, because the highway is curved, and I know this part is curved as well. So we'll just need to try our darndest to get that exactly where we need it. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Oh, you know what? There's a bit of clipping here. I wonder if we can just try and bring it right down to here. Maybe we can sneak like a pathway down. Yeah, let's bring it over a bit farther. Yeah, okay. And then that means we can bring a pathway through. So we'll do that when we get the road in. And then, yeah, it looks like we're going to need a pretty interesting little road here. So let's go with a road with parking. And let's, ooh, you know what? This building needs to be at the same height as this. There we go. I think that did it. And then we'll try and grab this road from about here, bring it out like that, and then we'll connect it in. I don't think that's the worst curve in the world. Okay, then I'm just gonna bring it forward to about there. Just worried about that kind of clipping. Yeah, there we go. And I can bring this one to about here as well. Or I can, allow this one to kind of connect up, but I don't think we will. So let's just make it a dead end road like that. And then we can sneak that path in right along the backside here. So let's do that. Turn off node snapping, turn off our guidelines, and we'll be able to just fill this up with concrete path. And there we go. A little bit of a cut through too, which is always good. And then right through here, definitely going to be like a plaza or a park. And I'm going to concrete this part in at least. And I suppose we'll be able to make this a bit of a green space, but there's definitely going to be portions of it that I need to be concrete. And I think one thing we'll try to get in here is a mini park plaza. I don't know if it's going to fit. Nah, it's a bit too big. That's okay. How about we get a little cafe? That could be cool. Make it a bit of a park. Especially this is going to be like a bit of a business area. It might be nice to have this kind of service. So let's place that down, and we'll just try and bring this one over like this on the same angle as that road. Let's see if we're clipping in. We are. Okay, so we'll just have to bring this one to about here. Yep. And then this will also allow us to fill in this portion with concrete and keep a nice clean line as well, which is always really tricky to maintain with this tool. All right, close enough. People can still walk behind there. And then we can also add in just a few little picnic tables for people grabbing their muffin on the way to work. A little coffee. Let's get another one. And we'll have someone sneaky who brought a picnic table back here. Okay, and then right through here we can probably get, leave some of it as green space, and then I want to get a shop in here. Let's see if we can find a nice little coffee shop in here. So we'll go 2x3, I think is the shape that we had it at. And let's see if we can, no, sorry, 3x2. Oops. There we go. Got a Burger King there. Fry Guys. That's not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for more like diner kind of style. But You know what? I think we'll just go with a park actually. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of get the concrete path. I think it's gonna be the best bet for this park here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just going to drag it right into there, and then down, and hope that we can manipulate this little node here to kind of cover up some of the concrete issues. But I don't think we will. So I wonder if I can do something like this. Okay, well, you know what? We might go with a path that has like a border on it, like this one, instead. And this way we can hide our concrete a little bit better. And we're gonna have to move this picnic table back into here. Could even do something like that. And then we can get a nice big tree or something right in here. So we'll go with this one. There we go. And we'll get a couple of these larger trees. And then this is a, you know, a nice open space that people can eat their lunch at, which is always good. I think we could even use the BOB mod on here to change the tree to trees that are continuous with our build here. So why don't we try the horse chestnut? No, let's try the little one. It's called the young linden, right? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And then tree variant 2, let's go with the chestnut tree. Why not? If I can find it. Holy cow. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, fantastic. That is quite the large building. And we've given ourselves some nice space here for other office parks. And I do want to get parking in here as well. So we'll have to kind of be a little wary of our space and time. So we have the small office building, which does have parking. But I think this one might be kind of fun to kind of have as a bit of a contrast. But we could go with a bit of a larger building as well. The local register office, which I feel is a bit more of like a building you'd probably see in a city like this. So I want to make sure that to get this one in as well. How does this look? Looks like there's a door there. That's okay. And this is kind of the main entrance. So that is good with me. And then we have all the space here for parking or a building. Now I don't think we'll have space for any of the other, whoops, what am I doing? But we might have space for like a smaller kind of building, but I think these ones are a little bit better to use in specific builds rather than kind of just squeezing them into a random location. So yeah, let's get parking in here. So I think if I know I have a parking garage. Let's type in parking. We have these parking lots as well, but we have parking garage, which maybe I should just try to type it in. We have these ones, which is a bit too big for the space. We have the underground ones, which is also a bit too big. Well, you know what? Actually, we could probably get this one in, and it would probably fit. Would be nice to kind of have substantial parking in this area, especially being so close to the park here. But we already have one over there, and then we have this parking garage as well, which is also too big for the space. So let's try and do this. So this is for our large road, this is for our small road. So let's get this one in, and I'll click it in right here. Whoops. Sure, node snapping is on. And let's try and get that one right there. I'm just gonna delete. Should I delete this? Oh, I don't know. Let's see how this looks. Jumping around on me a little bit. Okay, that is the ideal location for it. Whoa, nope, not there. Undo. Very, very touchy, isn't it? Then we'll move this in, just so we have that crosswalk and like a turnaround space or something like that. I bet like a taxi hangs out right in there. Ooh, taxis. That'd be good. right. So we have that. That's really nice. I wonder what the zoning looks like now through here. I wonder if we could get some fun commercial buildings in here. So let's place that down. Let's take a quick peek at them, because in a situation like this, I definitely want to be really picky. So we have a 2x2 to start off with, and we have like a diner. We have a bit of like a larger building. That one could be okay. Could go for the smaller kind of end of things, like an ATM or whatever this is. It's a car wash. Could go for the old-timey diner, which could be nice for like maybe if this was like the original diner in the area. So let's place that one down. Let's see what's happening here. We already have another building popping up as well. So we'll wait for those ones to pop up. Right through here, I think what I'll do is I'll just fill it up with concrete, and then we'll put some planters on it. Chasing that concrete line away. Yeah, so we'll go into the... Oh, okay. Bookstore. Not the biggest fan of that asset for this situation, but this like that looks really nice, little restaurant. And I know that there's not that many 4x2s, so I think we're gonna need to break it up into multiple 2x2s. So why don't we go with like this car wash, and then we could go with that's too big. Yeah, why don't we do this? That works. Okay, then right through here we need to get some planters. So I'm gonna go into the parks asset, and let's grab some flower planters. Let's put them in a line from about here. Okay, I want that last one right there. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. And then I'm just going to delete every other one. Oh. Darn. Just gonna get rid of this. Yeah, so I was looking to kind of get like a... Holy cow, I'm so lost right now. I was hoping that I would be able to kind of do this and have them all line up. But I think if we do something like this instead, that still looks really nice. Blends in. And then why don't we kind of continue that theme with a planter right in here. And then because of the angle of this, we can always plant a tree right in the middle of it. There we go. Okay, fantastic. We have one more open spot, and we'll make that into something as well. So let's see if there's another one of these style of buildings that we would like. So the district office building doesn't fit, unfortunately. This one also doesn't fit. And then we're getting into smaller buildings. Okay, so I think we've used up some pretty good ones for this area. And then we have the TV station. It does fit really nicely in here, but I think another location for this might be beneficial, but it does fit really nicely in here. I think if I place it right off of this road and then back it into the middle, I think it could look really nice. I was thinking about a different location for that, but you know, nearby to this area anyways. You know what, let's do it right here. Why not? I like the the large office building kind of nature of it. And so we're going to center it into the block. Yeah, there we go. Now where is the parking actually? So it's on that side and that side only. So that means access would be on this side. So it won't work. So we need to place it on this side then. And then parking is right through here as well. So I think this is probably our best spot for it, for, you know, parking wise. But the antennas is closer to the larger building, which probably isn't the best option. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it still works. So otherwise we're looking at other kind of larger office buildings. All right. Yeah, let's do this, and then let's, you know the drill. Let's fill it up with concrete. Fantastic. Okay, I think that looks really nice actually. Coming right into here now, kind of looking at this, you're like, oh wow, look at that. We got CS1, City Skylines 1 news. There's a Twitter channel that retweets some of the pictures that I post, called Skylines News 7, and my gosh, it gives me the giggles every time they retweet or post something. It's like they treat it as if it's like local news, and it's fantastic. It's like they'll go like new radio station opened up in Fort Prairie, and they'll have like breaking news, like a breaking news banner along the bottom. Very funny. Give them a follow if you're on Twitter. Okay, so let's go with some parking. And I think the parking lots are in here. 2x10. No, let's go with a bit of a larger 4x8. I think the inverse would be better, 8x4. Let's see if we can get this one in. Okay, we can't actually get that one in. That's really unfortunate. Let's see, we can go with the 6x4 though instead. And maybe we leave a space there for our path. And then we can load this up with some 1x1s. Okay, so let's just flip this around. Flip this one around. And flip this one around. And then line them up. A bit better than what we had it. And then we're just going to copy this. Flip that. Oh, you know what? This one doesn't really work. And then we'll just grab these two. Copy them. See if we can place these ones in. No, doesn't really work. That's okay. And then we'll just get one more then. Right here. Oh, you know what? We could definitely keep filling this up too. Okay, so then what I'll do then is grab these ones. Oops, move it. Copy. And then I think we can get, oops. Oh, come on. Holy cow. I'm messing up now. Sorry about that. Grab that one, control copy. And then I can get this one right here, and then here. And then we'll just quickly realign some of these so that it looks like a larger parking lot. This one can go right there. All right. And then of course, just gonna concrete this up. It is a parking lot after all. And I think we need to just realign this one. This one needs to be right here. Maybe this one can be on an angle then. So do we still want to have parking over here? But if it doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. And that's okay. I think that could work. Probably a bit too tight in that corner there, but all good. Let's now get a fence, and we'll go with the zoo fence. it's a similar fence to this one as we can get. And let's turn this up. There we go. Bring this right to about here. Actually, why don't we bring it just literally just a little bit? And that way we can kind of leave this open, especially for this path. Yeah, so then let's actually place that path down. That would be beneficial. From right here, we'll just run this right down like that. And then run a path like that too. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, that really filled up quick. Oh. Yeah, you know, it's always scary kind of playing with this sometimes, because sometimes I forget that I have something locked in with move it, and then you go and try to move something, and that happens. And I think this turned out pretty nicely as well. Yeah, I think so. It looks like with that small building in the middle, it looks like the parking is for the diner as well, which is really nice. And then there's like just that little car wash, I guess, but it's all good. Okay, so now we did that. Let's take a quick peek at what we can do with this historic site. Ooh. How's the dam looking? Oh, so it's just on a slow pace right now. Yeah, this dam has it should be just pumping out the water. Look how fast the water flow is. Oh, we got a bit of marshland over here too now, because of the amount of water that's flowing through here. Yeah, so what I did was I've been playing with these water sources to try to make sure that it never loses power. But now it seems like it's only producing 32, which is not ideal. But what we might do is we might run some, get some more power going soon, because definitely need it, but it seems to be fluctuating. Okay, good to know. So historic site. So what is this historic site? Well, you know what, that actually looks really nice. So when we were building this access route onto this spur line into the downtown, I decided against just kind of continuing this and then, you know, up and forward and on, for a few reasons, mainly because we're on quite the hill right here, and I figured that, you know, it would be pretty steep incline, and then you'd merge, and then there'd be this exit right here. So I went with a bit of a curve here instead, you know, change things up. And what kind of happened because of that is, in the comments, JMWZ was like, you know, it's realistic that the city would have just continued it and built it like that. So because we built it like this, perhaps when they were digging something up, they found a historic site, and hence why they had to curve it around, because they had this land anyways, and they couldn't build right here, so they just, you know, went with the curve instead. Bit more expensive, but there's a historic site. So let's build a little teeny national park, and I think that's the best way to kind of approach it. And yeah, get some more trees in here, and then right in here as well. Okay, so this is like the access point for the national park. And looks like there's a bit of a glitch right here. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze, so I'm just holding it back. And let's just get out of this and move it. Just trying to get this to go away, but it doesn't want to. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done like a kind of like a dig situation, so it's gonna be a little interesting to see how we're gonna approach that. But we need to make it a park first, so let's grab the park tool. And now that we kind of have this area, we kind of know where the historic site is. This is kind of all the zone we can probably play with. Oh. Okay. That works. So I think the first thing we really need is to figure out the parking situation and how we're going to place this down. So we can go with a large gate because I feel like this is the only one that really suits this area. This one I feel like is way more just like, you know, like a really cool walking path or something like that. Whereas this gate really, you know, has some gravitas. Yeah, there we go. And then let's get some parking. We'll go with, oh, no. Yeah, this one. Give it a bit of space right there. And then let's just grab all three of these and we'll just move it over to about there. Yeah, that works. And then we can just add a bit of concrete, you know, my favorite thing. And yeah, I think that works. Okay, so historic site. We need to figure out a name for it eventually, but we'll run a fence along it later on. We'll run a path through here. And what is going to be kind of the main feature of this? Well, I'm thinking we could do a couple things. We could do just like, I don't think this is going to be a level 5 nature reserve or anything like that. Just, you know, stating that right off the bat. But I think we could get a cool little dig feature. So like a archeological site here. So let's grab this, grab that height, and then right in here. Oh, actually, let's try to find a bit of a lower height. Right there. Let's see if we can go down a bit farther. That's too far now, so let's grab this one. Yeah, that works. Let's see if we can get any space that is like a nice square or something like that. Now I think we're a bit too high, or too low. So we'll do that. And then I really want to make sure that we have some nice strong lines. Like trying to make it as square as we possibly can, because that will show a bit more of a feature of it being an actual dig and not just, we're just kind of playing around with terrain heights. So you know what, let's make this, let's do this. It's a bit more rigid this way. Yeah, because we're not on the right angle. Yeah, okay, here we go. And then, yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. And then we'll just go to the smallest brush size we can. Grab that again. That's probably fine. Okay, so let's see if we can bump this out any farther. No, I don't want to risk it. Okay. We need to change the color of this area, so we'll just paint this in. Okay. It's too perfect, actually. We'll add some foliage in there and stuff like that to blend it together. And then we'll put up a fence. And this fence is just going to be not a nature reserve fence. Farm fence. I think this works. And we'll just go from about here to here to here to here and over. Yeah, that works. And then we got to figure out how what we're gonna kind of put in here to make it seem like they're doing some archaeology in this area. Now, what could this archaeology be? Well, it could be an indigenous site. It could be a first settler site. It could be dinosaur. It could be you know, aliens. You never know. You never know. Okay, I'm just teasing. Just kidding. I mean, it could. Like, there's lots of dinosaurs in this area, so it could very easily be, a dig site for that. But since we're kind of making it a park, I would assume that's either indigenous or early settler related, early European settler related. Okay, there we go. So we got some nice foliage right in the middle here. Let's just go and add a bit more of this denser stuff in this corner. Probably because they can't cut the grass in here. Makes sense, right? And then let's see. So we have these rock features. I wonder if we can get this one right in here, and it might kind of make it seem like we're kind of into the bedrock now. You know what? I like that a lot, actually. Maybe we can add in... No, that won't really work. Yeah, you know what? I do like that, though. And let's see if there's any props in here that we could kind of throw in. Standing stone could be neat. Prop and tree anarchy. That could be cool. Not gonna do any of this, but like a single standing stone could be a neat addition. Maybe that's what they uncovered first, and then they kept digging around. Standing stones are unique to many cultures, so I guess they're not really unique. I guess then. You know what? I think that's pretty good. And then we need to make like a visitor center, right? So let's go back to the nature reserve. And yeah, okay, so we can add in one of these right nearby, and this can be like an observatory into the site. We'll put on another one right over here. We'll try to make it right up against into the fence. Yeah, very cool. Okay, and then let's add a couple of these larger trees into this area. Especially right along the road. All right, and then we can probably what we're gonna do with this path over here, this hill. This is quite the large hill area. I assume that this is probably just gonna be park. So whether or not it's the same park or not, I don't know. But let's try and bring out the leveling just a little bit farther for this build, and then we'll just smooth it down. Whoa, way too much. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we can kind of leave the space open for some learning opportunities or something. Okay, so let's go with this, and we'll go with the you know what, let's change up the game here a little bit, and we'll go with the university path or something like that. Yeah. Turn on road guidelines. We'll bring this one right down to here. And bring this out right to there. And then we'll put on dirt path for the rest of it. Not nature reserve path, you see. Because the nature reserve path has like rocks and stuff on it, and I'm not interested in that for this one. There we go, and then we'll connect up with the university path. Just like that. That's pretty good. Then we have some space here for some fencing as well. Okay, no, let's we're gonna need to do this one manually, I think. So we'll just do this to about here. Let's actually bring it as far as we can, really. Right to about there, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this and I'm just gonna move it in to here. Yeah, there we go. And one thing I also do want to do is make this a concrete zone. So I feel like this would be concrete for this style, at least. Alrighty. And I know that if we go into the BOB mod, which is Alt-B, we can actually remove that decal. Where is it? I don't know what it's called. Invisible parking space. Oh, I thought you could at least. This, that decal right there. Okay, well, that's okay with me. Let's just continue kind of adding a bit of concrete right through here. And we need to create like a bit of a visitor center still. So this is definitely not going to be... They might not even get to level 2. So if we go and we grab the hunting cabin, I think this one is probably our best bet to kind of be like a welcome center or like an information center. So why don't we, I think pavement would work right through here. But that's it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Kind of blends well right with that too. And then why don't we get a bit of a row of trees, and we'll do some younger trees as well. Just like this. We'll bring it out right to there. And then what else can we add in here? So we could kind of cheap it out and we could do like a play area for the kids, you know? And a bouldering site, which could be neat. Kind of zoom in here. I think kids just kind of climb up the rocks and stuff. Yeah, you know, I think that'll also be quite the big boost. Yeah, look at that. And then why don't we go into the parks area? Ooh, city park, sorry. And we grab this, and it's like a jungle gym. But then is that disrespecting the historic site if we do something like that? Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe instead of this being a bouldering site, maybe there's like unique features about the archaeology on these rocks, and this is actually just the archaeologists. I don't know. But let's get a gazebo out here for thinking or something like that. A thinking gazebo. Think about the history of the area. It's nice. And we need restrooms, of course. Park restroom. Okay, so the park restroom will be... should probably be close by to the main building, right? So we could also squeeze it right in here. And then move these trees over. Holy cow, trees. Why is there so many trees? Yeah, and then if we just grab this, rotate it a little bit. All right, and water, of course. I think we're good. Okay, so historic site. Let me know what the historic site should be called, and we can, or you know what it's about, what its name is, and we can totally add that in. So right in here, I want to make this like a bit of an educational kind of area. So why don't we go with Let's see if there's a building of some sort that we could kind of use as like a teaching center or something like that. I know that there's like these camping sites, which could be interesting. We could go with like a fire pit right in here. Campfire site. Yeah, that could be neat, but I think this one's going to be a little bit better of an option. So we'll grab this and we'll place it right over here in the middle of the open area. And then we'll grab a dirt path and we'll turn off node snapping. And then right here to here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw that in. So we're not going to disrupt the nodes like over here, and people can still kind of cut across. And then what we can do with this then is place some, not tents, benches and picnic tables. Let's see if we can use, these. This is perfect. So it looks like there's already kind of those logs around, but why don't we add in a few more to kind of maybe like maybe schools come over here for a lesson about whatever the history of the site is, if we're on a field trip or something like that. Oh, I thought I clicked that one in. They can come here and then they can discuss it. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll get a couple of large trees as well. Just right there. Actually, that's a bit too close. And plus I used the wrong tree anyways. Okay, we'll get some of these over in here. And yeah, why don't we get a couple of these over in this area as well, just to kind of split up the monotony of the same type of tree all the time. Yeah, that works. And we have a bit of open space over here, and we could still probably throw down some interesting assets as well. So why don't we add in some signage like there, and then right in here, and then over by the other one as well. There we go. And anything else that we could throw in here for this type of build. Some flowers might be nice. We could always throw in some of these hedges and whatnot. We could get a food truck out over here in this zone. I don't know. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll just detail this up a little bit and we'll call it a day. So we'll just get some nice simple concrete paths across here. And we'll get one running right down the middle. Like that. You can always just try and manipulate the nodes. There we go. And then why don't we just add in some of these larger trees. Let's leave this space open, actually. All right, very nice. How about a couple picnic tables, and then we'll call it. Where are the picnic tables? Here we go. All right, fantastic. Okay, I really like how this turned out. Okay, so I think I'll just fence it off camera. And we'll maybe talk about getting in like a walking park or something like this in like a dedicated episode. But I think we did pretty good today, folks. A unique historic site and contrasted with quite the large office building area. So let me know what you think about this build down below in the comments. Let me know what the historic site should be about. And we'll call it a day. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.